After years on the agenda, the state government has released its proposed changes to gambling regulation. The new laws would break Federal Group's monopoly on poker machines, but critics say the policy delivers the gaming industry's wishes.
The Premier declaring his hand, announcing changes to gambling laws. Now it's time for Tasmanians to have their say.
I don't gamble myself very much, but a lot of people like it. Can't do without it.
I'm not against it, but I wouldn't say, some people obviously take it too far.
I think everyone's got choices, so if they want to play and spend their money, that's up to them.
The government's changes would break Federal Group's monopoly on poker machines. The amount required from operators for harm minimisation measures will increase, and there'll be changes to the tax rate on pokies. Machines in pubs and clubs will be taxed at almost 34%, up 8%. The tax rate on machines in casinos will be cut from almost 26% to almost 14%. Government revenue is expected to jump by about $8 million a year. The revenue share for pubs and clubs will go from 20% to 28%. And there'll be an expected net loss of about $20 million for the Federal Group each year.
The state does better, pubs and clubs do better, and Federal Group, unfortunately for them, do much worse.
Critics say it's not that simple.
Federal has no inherent right to anything. The fact that they were paying a certain amount of tax before is irrelevant to the amount of tax they're paying now. The only question is, are they paying enough? And no, they won't be paying enough.
Changing the way that super profits from poker machines is divided up amongst industry players will have absolutely no impact on those out there in the Tasmanian community struggling with an addiction to poker machines.
The government haven't done enough to reduce harm. What they've done is they've said lots about tax rates and operators, but what we wanted to hear was more detail about how they're going to protect Tasmanians who are most vulnerable, who are addicted to these machines.
The changes have been welcomed by the state's Hospitality Association. Federal Group says it'll review the draft legislation, which will be open for public comment for 5 weeks. Loretta Lohberger, ABC News.